Hi everyone, my name is Lauren and welcome back to my library. Today I'm here to talk to you about the readathons that I am going to be participating in this year. Before we get started, if you could like this video, it really helped me out with the algorithm, and if you want to subscribe then you're more than welcome to. You can join this chaotic channel. I'd just love for you to be here. So basically I'm just going to go through a few of the readathons that I'm going to be participating in this year. There are a lot out there this year, and Kat from Little Book Owl has made a huge YouTube video on every single one that she knows that is happening this year. Some of the ones that I'm talking about aren't on that list because they were brand new last year and they're kind of still coming up in the ranks. So the first one I'm going to be doing is Valentine's, which is super cool. I love this idea. I love Valentine's. I love love. So I think that this is kind of a good excuse for me to read some romance, I think. I know that in the video she says that you don't have to read like love, not like romance or anything like that. But you know me, lately I've just been reading a lot of romance novels, so I think I'm going to take this opportunity to just do a lot of adult romances, I think. There is a bingo board, so you can do whatever you want. I think it's pretty loose. You can just kind of double up on prompts and anything like that if you want to. There is some other challenges for social media as well, which is going to be really exciting. I'm not sure if I'm going to do any of those, but I'll probably just focus mainly on the reading. And I'm really interested to see how much I'm actually going to read. So this is a full month readathon, which I think is something that I generally go towards more, because I find that a week is just not long enough, especially when there's bingo boards and things like that. A week is not long enough for me to read more than like 2 books. So I think a month-long readathon is going to really bump up my reading, and then I get motivated for the entire month rather than just a week. But yeah, this will be the first month that Matthew will be away. So my partner is going back to placement for uni and he's going to be gone for majority of the year. So I'm kind of interested to see how many books I read now that I don't really have anyone to come home to. So yeah, we won't be watching TV together at the end of night or like having conversations and things like that. It'll just be me on my lonesome. So I think that I'm going to be kind of like just reading a heap. We'll just see how that goes. So that is the first one I'm going to be participating in. The next one isn't until May. I didn't want to overload myself with too many because I feel like I would kind of burn out, so I kind of need to like plot them along throughout the year just so I have some space to break it up and I'm not constantly under pressure. And then the other one I'm going to do in May is the Hunger Games The Reaping readathon. So this is a 2-part readathon for the year. The first one is The Reaping. Because in the movie you can show your skill set and you get a ranking between 1 and 12, there are 12 prompts for you to read and 12 books. In the first month you can't double up on books, so you have to just read as many as you can. And then depending on where you fall in the section, so if you read like 1 to 4 books for the month, you get like certain weapons and stuff to use for the actual Hunger Games later on in the year, and anything above 9 is basically really good and you get a lot of like help for the last readathon of the year. I did this last year and Savvy Reads hosts it, so I will post all of her information down below. I think it's really fun and a lot of people actually entered it and joined last year, and it was just a lot of fun and I really can't wait to do it again this year. She also does a whole heap of like quizzes and things like that on her Instagram, so it's just a lot of fun to kind of like relive the Hunger Games, and it was just a whole heap of fun, so I'm really excited to do that again this year. The next one I'm going to do is the Queer Lit Readathon. This one runs from June 6th to June 12th, so it's just a 1-week readathon. I thought that this would be like a nice little reason for me to read some of the queer lit that I haven't read that's on my shelves. So I know I tend to gravitate towards books these days that are diverse and have representation in them, and I know I can't get to them all at the same time, so I think that this is going to like reinvigorate me and like motivate me to read the ones that I do have on my shelves that I haven't read yet. So I think this is going to be a good idea, and I love being inclusive, so I obviously want to join this one. Then the next one is the actual Hunger Games readathon. This one is from September. It's also a month-long readathon. This one is 24 prompts for the month, because each person or each district has 2 people going into the Hunger Games, so you have to defeat the other teams by reading their prompts. So you kind of get to pick which team you want or which district you want to be from, so you can like automatically wipe out those prompts. But you can double up on prompts on this one, and it's just a heap of fun. I think last year I ended up winning the Hunger Games, so that was good. I didn't die. I thought I was going to die. And the actual Hunger Games in September is like you get all these extra prompts and stuff. So you get like the cornucopia, and you get like extra weapons and stuff. So you can use those to cut out extra prompts so that you don't have so many books to read. Because at the beginning it was kind of like overwhelming and stuff. And then when you realize that you can use multiple books or like one book for multiple prompts and things like that, it kind of makes it a lot easier. Because I guess technically you can use one weapon and kill more than one person in the Hunger Games. So it was a good idea. I really liked it. And then my last readathon that I'm going to do is the end of year readathon. This is a month-long readathon in December. Again, it has a bingo board, so there are prompts for this one where you can kind of tick off each one as you go. I'm not too much sure on the information because it's so early in the year. They haven't obviously released anything, but from what I can see last year, it looks like a lot of fun, and I'm just really excited. I think that it's kind of going to give me that motivation to read the books that I wanted to read this year that I probably didn't get to, because let's be real, it's going to happen. So this is just a quick short video on the readathons that I'm joining. Feel free to comment down below which readathons you're going to be joining and which ones you're most excited about. And yeah, I'd love to hear from you. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!